You've been in three really good TV series. I mean,
Yes,
that is very fortunate.
it really
Because
is.
most people would kill for just one. When people recognize you on the street, is there more
It
for one show or the
it
other? Or is
depends
it?
on their age. For instance, you at your age, Lost in Space was yours. If they're a little older than you, Lassie and Lost in Space, then there is a whole sort of really senior group who still are looking out for Petticoat Junction.
Are they very nice? They come up to
They
you very
feel very
quietly.
intimate, and that's nice because the kinds of roles that I've played, I think people feel comfortable with me.
There are a lot of guys who had crushes on you.
I've even heard that people used to have fantasies about me when I was wearing the apron and Lassie's. I thought, good God, you know.
Now, what kind of
But yeah,
fantasies
it
could
is
that
lovely.
be when you're
Well,
having
I
the
can
apron?
understand with that one great silver spacesuit and everything. Sure, I was pleased. I'm pleased about that.
Did you not get letters to that effect? And
Oh,
when
yes. Some of them we file in the weird fan mail file.
what's the weirdest letter? Do you remember?
Some of them are peculiar. They have markings on them, like little arrows everywhere and things. Yeah, some of them are very strange.
And what did you think the first time you put on that suit? That
Oh, well, it was, they're very hot. They were racing car driver suits, which were cut down for us. So, and they were sprayed with flame-proof material so that they didn't breathe. So underneath we had to wear leotards and tights so that in between every take we undid them and dropped them down around our waist so that we could breathe, the body could breathe rather. They were fitted so tightly so that they would have that look that we couldn't bend our knees, so we couldn't sit. So I had a cot, and then they'd lower you on the cot to rest in between. You know what? Almost to a man, every single astronaut, physicist, physician, engineer, flight director that I met all said it was Lost in Space that started me in this career. Well, it boggles the mind because, you know, you go as an actor, you get the script, you learn the lines, you go to work, you take your money, and you go home. You never dream that people are making career decisions on a thing like this.
well, now if people are making career decisions on Lost in Space, what did they want to be when they watched Lassie?
Well, nobody ever said to me, gosh, I want to be a farmer.
You were talking about how you've been in the White House briefing room. When did this start that you started
Well,
coming to the briefings?
during the 50s, I used to do a current events news show in New York with the White House press. Then, at that time, I asked James Haggerty, who was Eisenhower's press secretary, if anybody had ever been permitted, any civilian was ever allowed to go out the campaign to see what happened with the press backstage. And he said that nobody had ever asked. So they accredited me to the sporting news, and I joined them and went out, and it was the thrill of a lifetime. It was really a great experience. When my manager, Pat, said, we have an offer for you to do Steel Magnolias at the Kennedy Center, my first reaction was, great, I can go to the press briefings. I didn't say how long, how much, what part, who's in it, what's the tour. I didn't ask any of those questions. I just said, oh, great, I can go to the White House.